Hello, I'm here to talk to you about the new Tektronix Spectrum Analyzer and how it can be used in FM analysis. More and more of RF signals are being deployed digitally, but analog modulation is a well-known and proven technology. In R&D and education, it can be very helpful to listen to the demodulated audio of a signal. Even in spectrum management applications, it can be useful to demodulate the audio signals of interest because the human ear can be the fastest signal identifier. In the case of spectrum management, an operator may listen to a digitally modulated signal of interest and recognize that signal as a particular kind of modulation. Here, we will stick to the basic demodulation of an FM radio broadcast.
We start with the instrument in a preset condition. We want to look at the FM radio band, so we can tune the instrument to 100 megahertz to see this band. We will need to reduce the reference level to ensure that we make sure the signals are viewable on the screen. Next, we'll do a peak search with the marker and make the marker frequency the center frequency of the analyzer. We see the audio control on the upper middle of the front panel, so we'll activate that feature now. This makes the settings appear for audio, where we can set the modulation bandwidth to 200 kilohertz for FM radio, and you can see the other bandwidth settings here. And then we can activate the audio output. Next, we will load a save setting with some additional measurements turned on. I'll point out that all of the measurements are included in the base product SignalView PC software, which is controlling and powering the RSA306. On the left-hand side, I see the 3D spectrogram. This is obviously a 3D display of the spectrum history over time, with the most recent spectrums in front and the older spectrums in the back. In the upper right corner, we see the FM versus time display, as well as readouts of the FM measurements. In the lower right corner, we see the spectrum display. This corresponds to one time slice of the spectrogram display. The pink plane shown on the spectrogram indicates the modulation frequency and bandwidth. This corresponds to the pink line on the spectrum display. This is an interesting feature that lets you analyze any signal that's captured within that 40 megahertz capture bandwidth of the analyzer. This is a helpful view that shows how further analysis of FM signals are possible. As you can see, the SignalView PC software, you're not limited by modes or different pieces of software. Rather, you have a full benchtop capability available for use with the RSA306 USB Spectrum Analyzer.
Thank you for taking time to learn about this USB Spectrum Analyzer. There's much more to learn about here, like the vector signal analysis, the full-featured spectrum analysis, and the signal recording capability.